What's going on, great people? I want to welcome every person, place, and thing in existence. I want to welcome again every person, place, and thing in our existence, in our universe. You know how I ride on this avenue. This is the airway of freedom, sovereignty, and liberty. Justice for none but yourself. That's the justice you need to be concerned about. That's the first justice that I want you worrying about in existence. If you need to be worrying about anything. We don't really give a. Set this place on fire. We don't really give a. Yo, this is copywritten by me, y'all, in my mind. There ain't no paper to worry about this. You can record it. You can tweet it. Remake it if you will, if you want. Just keep in mind, everything that's already been made, I've created. There's nothing new under our sun. Check. Get your workout in on a Saturday morning. Y'all know what it is. Come on, let's get it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get right into it. We're on fire. We're going to light it up. You see what it's about. Your truth, your light, and your life. This is a quote allegedly supposed to be that of Mr. Aristotle. I would like to bring it to light. There's many, but this specific one really reaches out at me. And it reads that excellence is never an accident. So that means your whole life, my life, all the events and affairs that take place in our life is never an accident, people. It is always the result of your high intentions, your higher self. Not nothing other than yourself. When I hear this idea of higher self, what comes to mind is me. Me and all the greatness that I can concoct and think of. That's my higher self. That's it. Not me joining in anything of another essence or substance. If it is so, then that's me too. I could take an energy pocket or grid for home base. Sincere effort and intelligence execution. This is what it's about. Your sincere efforts in the execution of your intel. Let's look at the word intelligent. You telling a story from inside. It's not coming from outside within. This journey process is taken onward and forward from a perspective of inward, manifesting without. You see? We're talking about how to live your light, not mine. I'm not your teacher. I'm not your prophet. Don't ask me to be a liaison. Don't ask me to sponsor you. I really don't even want to be your friend. Don't be calling me, asking me and telling me what's going on in your life and asking me the resolutions and the remedying your matters. Because the best thing I'm going to tell you is to go stand in the corner and figure it out and call me back later. See, you don't want to call people when you up and you doing good and things are great. We only want to call people when we need assistance and some help from somebody. But once I'm up, I'm in my heaven. Now I want to shit on people. I don't need them niggas. I got my own money. I'm doing my own thing. I got my own car. See, this is the monkey mind talk. That's what you say. Don't act like I don't know. Just because I ain't around you. What do you think the crystal ball is for? When you was growing up and you had the concept of God being in the sky watching over you, you didn't quite understand that until you realized that you had to quickly dismiss this idea because there was no clear proof or evidence of something or someone being up there watching me. So you never really got the chance to really iron that shit out. Make sense of it all. Did you? No. That's one of the skeletons that was thrown in the closet. That you got to go in the closet and open that door and talk to that person. So y'all could get acquainted with each other. And start to explain, to my senses of what is going on. Anybody ever seen a thumb piano before? This particular one is made out of coconut from Africa. I got it by a positive source of energy that was meant for me. how to live your light. You got to, this reminds me of a scripture in the Bible. It says, let your light shine so that the world can see. Or something to that extent, right? Let's look it up so we could be factual. We don't want our colleagues, brothers and sisters in the world under the title of fact checking strike our video because we given inappropriate misinformation and inadequate information. This is the terms in which you should be taking down videos. It's not going to benefit me none. But of course, every video or information that's shared is going to benefit someone. So King James, shine your light in the world. King James, shine your light in the world.
According to Bible, King James Version, let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works, and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
The Father that is in heaven is yourself being stated in place in a state of utopia in my eye. That's why if you ever heard my prayer that I revised, I state, I'm Father, living in my heaven. Solid be my names. I am King that has come. My will be done on earth as it is within self. So that's the heaven. That's the Father. The higher forms of principles of what I'm acting out. Somebody jump in front of me in front of a supermarket line. Should I go upside their head or find out what is the rush and the hurry for you to make such disrespectful and ignorant movement? Which one will be the Father, the higher principle? You see? It's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding or understanding. Or father, mother, and son. Okay? Sun, moon, and stars. Neutrons, protons, and electrons. So your light should be shine before men. This is what God is requesting, people. I recommend you shining upon the woman too. Don't just be, so enlightened and bright in front of men. Just keep in mind, this was written by King James and them, and they was from a certain time. But you want to shine your light in front of children, in front of a iguana, a hamster, a parakeet. Oh, yeah. Don't you know that parakeet will mimic that what you say and do? Y'all don't know the science of this, huh? Why you have animals. I've been told my felines, nature is that a replica of that what I energize. And I see the relevancy to that. It could be some proof of science to that. Since people seem to think that they can smell your fear, well, they're shit. I guess they can smell your stinking ass breath too. It's not that they can smell it, it's that you're vibrating at a frequency, so they sense this. You can't smell fear. Go stand in the corner, people. All of y'all. Everybody who think and who walked around here talking about, watch out for the dog. They can smell the fear. Don't be scared around a dog. Don't look them in the eye and don't run. Why? Because they can smell your fear. Go stand your ass in the corner. Because they can smell your stinking breath and they can smell everything else. You know what I'm talking about? Like, no. These creatures are dealing with a vibration, people. Fair don't have an odor. I don't know if you noticed that or not. Because if it did, all you bitch ass niggas have been around me. I would have been left y'all and wearing a mask. Every time I came on D Block, smelled like a goddamn trash truck just ran through there. That's if you talking about, if you talk, you know. Shit. Let's keep on moving on with the getting on, y'all. So, again, excellent is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. Represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice. That's why I stated before, I don't have problems. I make choices. That's a big difference. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. I had to be in the penal system for a certain point of time. I knew that what could have possibly been the outcome and result of my prior actions before that event. So don't find your situation now where you weeping and wobbling in a puddle of water and you be needing a box of tissues because he left you or she left you. You got to sit back and figure this shit out. How in the world did I let my circumstances bring me to these means and ends? And don't blame it on the spooky god, and don't blame it on Shaitan. I know you'll like to do that a lot. You got that from the white people. I remember when I was young, I used to watch on TV, white boy go to court. First thing he said, the devil made me do it. And he'll get a pass. All right, man. Just don't seek some psychiatry help. We're going to send you to Barberry and, take a few pills and don't be listening to Satan no more. That was the end of it. But then black people caught on to that shit. And so they shut Barberry down. And now, I don't give a fuck who you talking to make you do this. You going to do the time, and we're going to whoever let them do. You don't talk about keep on doing what they doing. Like, that ain't fair. No, you got to get both of us. I thought it was a conspiracy shit around here. Because you can't prove Satan a god. That's why I can't bring him here. But if you told me your partner down the street, your buddy you grew up, was the one who took, yeah, we might want to holler at him. You see how real it can get? Once you get up out of the imaginary boy in the box. Or is it Jack in the Box? I'm not sure. It was over 60. It was over back in the 60s in which they created it. So, like to me, that's going to go over a lot of people's head, but it's okay. I'm always metaphorically making exertions. Symbolically. Some people get it, some won't. It's okay. It's all good. I learned it from Jesus. In fact, you can get a Bible or a Bible concordance and look it up how many metaphors Jesus got. I said, God damn, G. You was a bad. He said, hey, watch your mouth, son. I said, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. But Emmanuel, you was a bad you was a bad man back then. Can you still walk on water, Emmanuel? Why you keep calling him Emmanuel? That's what the Bible said his name's supposed to be. But they said Jesus. Now you want me get into a long story, sitting drawn out of ironing out idiocy. Don't get caught up with that. All you got to know that you have a plagiarism of many foes of nations having their sharing idea of this Jesus Christ thing. And Jesus is just the ladder of the concept. Okay? Do some research. Look it up, people. All right, so where should we go from here? Let me see something. I'm going to pretty much stay on track of what I intended to come on here and share. All right. Because y'all know how I can jump all over. And that's because I'm right now in multiple universes doing things. You know? Yeah, somebody asked me, did you ever used to hate that? Yeah, I used to hate that. Like now, I got 7 devices, maybe 8, 9 including the instrument, and 10, 10 things that I'm really taking hold of and doing. 11. Let's not forget that one, you know. But did I hate it? Oh yeah, because the mind was not yet that expedient. See, I learned back in the 1900s that thought travels at the rate of 14,720 miles per second. That was then. That means that you could talk, think about something, wipe down something, smoke your whatever. Talk about, take a drink and deal with a phone call, all at the same time. So imagine if now you went from a 3G to a 4G, now a 5G. Now remember, keep in mind, you're the highest form of technology. Remember, I told you, our science is dealing with nothing but our essence. We need to be clear on this. Even if you don't understand it, in time it will develop. Look at the similarity of the words. Essence, science. Duh. I'm like, I don't know. I can't make this up, people. I'm living proof. I don't have books in front of me talking and teaching this shit. I'm telling you from what's being the transformational source of what I am and where I'm stemming from. You're a shining star, beaming light from out far. No matter who you are. You got to go stand in the corner if you think you're a monkey walking around here on the planet talking about I need to go to Walmart and get me some goddamn clothespins. I don't know why I said that. Most of us don't even hang clothes up. I'm just like, and I don't even go to Walmart. Like, but this is what happens in this world, man. And they think that this shit is like for real. If I interrupt you from getting ready to go to Walmart, you probably kill me. If I interrupt you from going to go, what's the day, Saturday? Get your hair cut. Y'all know, here in Pennsylvania, it's wet outside, so you're not washing down cars today. You can vacuum it out, but you won't be, no, what are you doing on Saturday? Let a nigga interrupt with that shit. It's going to be some popping out here. Y'all going to see 3, 6, and 10 talking about Philadelphia murder rate has increased because these people become so physical, literal, taking things to the extent. And I blame, I'm going to say it, the juice on it. Because it wasn't that deep in the 1900s. I know people and beings is suffering from a sick psychosis, from many things of that being lied to. You know what I mean? You first of all, you came from Africa. That was a lie, come to find out. Christopher Columbus discovered America. Come to find out, that was a lie. Santa Claus was coming down your tree, and your chimney, and you lived in 24th and Lehigh, and you realized that there was no chimney. Now you found out that is a fucking lie. Then you hear about this fairy godmother or fairy tooth mother putting money under your pillow when every time your teeth come out. You even had some people, they so poor, they want to knock the teeth out, try to get it out a little earlier so they can get a couple dollars just so they can go get some more 9-laters, right? Boston baked beans, Alexander the Great, to make the teeth fall out more faster so you could get paid. And only to find out that was a fucking lie. Mom was giving you the money the whole time. And now she broke because you done knocked all your teeth out. You got 33 teeth. That's $33 a week, nigga. No. Like I grew some back. Yeah, I get my adult teeth. That's what they told me. So now you add that up. You paid in 6 months. And all you want to do is buy you some motherfucking Boston baked beans and some chocolate chip cookies. It ain't funny. This is the sick psychosis that we in. But now since this people done got juiced up, it's like we just don't give a fuck. Do what thou will with me. First, the first it used to be in the book of law, do what thou will. Now, they done upgraded it. They changed that. How many read the 48 Laws of Power? They changed that. And it's now, do what thou will with me. Because I ain't got no power over myself. I don't possess no intel. I hate wisdom. I don't understand shit. And knowledge, I don't want to know nothing. I'm good with believing in shit. It makes me comfortable. Hence, ignorance is bliss. Pardon. Yeah, this is the sick talk we hear. Not knowing that the possession of knowledge, unless accompanied by a manifestation and expression in action, is like the hoarding of precious metals, a vain and foolish thing. People, knowledge is like wealth. Are you kidding me? Knowledge is like wealth. In fact, your health is the best of wealth. And in order to have a great health, you must possess great knowledge. And knowledge is knowing, having the knowing, the intel. Not a belief factor. You can't believe in things and talking about you standing perpendicular in your square at a 360 degree, or I'm sorry, at a 90 or 45 degree angle. And you're enlightened. Whatever degree it be. It could be 360, 720, but these people, they wasn't working with that at that point in time anyway. But that's another discussion. You see? So you want to, if you're standing on your square, you're going to have to have some type of intel. You're going to have to know the ledge. Look at the word knowledge. That's like a compound word in English. it's a root word, right? You could see two words there. You got know, and then you have ledge. A ledge is something that you stand on. And if you didn't know the mathematics and science of what will occur, not by chance, after you fell off that ledge, it will be a grave thing to you. You have been very upset and disoriented in yourself. But because you know, then you don't fall off the ledge or the edge. So this is having the intel of all that you need to know and taking on all the avenues that you chose, which will be your ledge or your edge. And you're going to have to know how far you can go in it. You're going to have to know what's the means. Are you willing to accept all that's going to take place? So this information is intended for use. When you know something, like we said, you can't hoard it. You got to use it. Use it for you. Use it to take you into higher states of existence in the present moment. Yes, visualize and prepare for the future. I don't like to use the word dream. But if you want to dream, go ahead and dream. Just dream all day. Shit. If you want to use dream and you like to dream, I'm going to say dream all day. Dream on. If you ask me, you call me Nate, what you doing? I'm dreaming, nigga, call me back. The law of use is universal. All right? Any football games come on today? Oh, we got football on. Yeah, the soccer. Okay, let me watch this. Put this on. I enjoy watching the soccer or football matches with Brazil and Morocco and Japan and all them getting it in. Those are very talented people when it comes to soccer, man. In the States, we call it soccer. But I'm going to say one thing. America in the first round, they got knocked out. They did not want to see second round. They were not prepared at all for them guys. I give America their kudos. You know, keep up the good work. Keep watching film. Get that footwork together. Stop letting them knock you off the ball. If you need to gain a few pounds, gain a pound or two. But by all means, don't. That was America, United States' main problem. They kept letting them knock them off the fucking ball, man. I hated that. No, and get your footwork together. There was no footwork. There was no ability to maneuver the ball and finesse it beyond the men and set up a strategic points on the field where y'all can make direct execution and attaining a goal. I played soccer. I took 2 teams to the championship and won them both, indoor and outdoor. So don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I played soccer and I coached it. Or football, other known. So America, get you know, your number, what was that, 5 and number 7? These guys, get your men, get that footwork nice. You need the footwork. You need to be getting it inside, just like basketball. You point guard. You need to be managing the ball, controlling it, and getting it to your key players. You know what I'm talking about? When you go ahead and kick it and make that. You thought I was going to kick it. And you stop the ball and move it the other way, and then you kick it. Do some of that. Y'all need footwork out there. Start tricking the minds and making a nigga break their ankles or something out there on that field. What y'all need me to coach that too? I ain't got time to do everything, people. I've been here too long in this plane of existence. You know, like, you don't know how many times I've probably already been presidents in many countries and islands and fucking jungles. You know what I'm talking about? Kings and leader, king of Zamunda and king of this. Listen, I come here now. I'm like, this is Burger King. I'm enjoying this shit for a certain point period in time, but I'm dropping you off some information to y'all. I'm feeding you all. I ain't got no money to give you, but I got something else I could give the whole entire planet, if you so will, to feed on it. That's up to you. Remember, you make choices. I suggest and recommend that you make them wisely. Check. Everybody all right? You're looking great. You're looking beautiful today, y'all. I must tell you that. I didn't scroll through my Facebook page yet. I want to see you women. I want to see what's bouncing out here today. Yeah, I got human nature too. What you thought? See, this is what I want to get you up out of. That you thinking about this God is supposed to be so holy and shining all the fucking time. And don't do nothing but come check in on a nigga and making sure that they shining. This is what your concept of God is? Did somebody teach you that and tell you that? Or is that something you came by way of knowing? Tell the truth. And don't lie to me, because you won't be lying to me. You'll be lying to yourself. Did somebody teach you about God? Or did you come into the universe by way of being an example and with direct written permission and precise information of what we should be doing down here? I want to talk to you. I want to go get the presidents of a few countries, and I want to talk to you. Oh, yes. Because we need to know. This ain't going to be kept no secret. You babies being born and y'all talking about y'all got God gave you the blueprint as to where we supposed to be going in the next decade or so. All this technology we got, and you mean to tell me you can't detect whether a baby is being born from God and being sent here? Oh my God. Maybe I need to get out of Philadelphia. Stupid. Ain't no such a thing. And if you do think that God is keep creating over 8 billion people, how many is it? How many you at now, God? I think he said I'm at 8.4 billion people. You need to go stand that ass in the corner. Because he's busy. He ain't got no time to be answering prayers of the first 20 people that he created. You on your own, baby, anyway. So this information is going to weigh in one way or the other. You got 5 children, and you alone can't keep up with the needs of all of them, barely. They driving you crazy to do so. I see it. How you think God feel? And he had 8.5 billion. I think we need to redirect our concept of what we think this God situation is about, people. It's going on 2023 too long. So how to live your life in a world where we're constantly pushing happiness over the horizon. Our views of what success means is often skewed. Pretty soon, our batteries to our inner flashlight start to wear out. Then all at once, we can't seem to turn on the switch again. People, we must continuously. And a battery, notice we use the word battery here. What are the main elements of this battery? Right, the cells. Check. And you have cells in you. In fact, if carefully programmed and rightly manipulated, your cells can actually transfigurate your physical every 7 years. How often does the human body change?
SciShow, bet you've heard this amazing fact before. The human body replaces itself, at the cellular level, every 7 years. How awesome are cool science facts?
So you see, you could become whatever you want in 21 years if you follow the format and what I'm giving out here. And then you could say, I don't need no messenger. I don't need a pastor. I don't need a reverend. I don't need a liaison. I don't need a sponsor. I don't need a counselor. I don't need a judge. I don't need a mayor. I don't need a congressman. No, man, I don't want no president. Because now I'm going to stand strong upon my own square. And there never again to be anyone a thing to govern my mind. When you take in that of sea moss, elderberry, cat claw, and the like of other herbs of detoxifying and mineralizing, and sit down in your corner, in your black hole, in the deep down crevices of your mind, and talk to yourself and begin to build and manifest and manipulate all in your mind before you even ever open your eye again, it's a phenomenal thing. And I guarantee you in 7 years, there's going to be a big change. You're going to have that aha moment where you can't believe that it was possible for you to accomplish and bring on such a task, and that this could have not been done without some type of higher source of power. You're not going to be able to disbelieve that, but you're going to know. You're going to then turn around and again say, but hold up, wait a minute. I did the work. And look, some of you still go on and credit it to God, this mystery God. Don't worry about it. That too in time will change. Sometimes this God thing is it's been embedded in you so deep, it's going to take some of you reincarnations to get it up out of you. It's like the movie Venom. It's a venom. It's a disease. It's a parasite. This is coming from the great ancestors, people. By way of my beat of picking up information through the frequency and the light and the rays, through the vortexes that we're now entering in and through. If you got a relative, and that's who your ancestor is, who is not here, that was here yesterday, I could pick up on their wave signal. Watch the movie Ghost, when Whoopi Goldberg was sitting at the table telling everybody what the fuck was supposed to be going on and what people passed on. They was telling you something then. Because I allow myself, set myself up for this. That's how and why. No, it ain't nothing special or important to do. It's just an assignment that an individual has to sign up for. And Kufi Kun, be it be. So don't be in a state of amaze or bewilderment. Now, quick question. Are you living your light? Not life. I said light. What was that? What was that scripture in the Bible? Let's get back to that. I see I'm jumping around here, but it's okay. Because we want to be thorough and factual in what we expressing, people. I don't want you going in your mystery guide talking about this nigga talking shit down there. You need to be striking him down. Because now you're going to create a war and a battle, and your guy is going to lose. So what I would rather you do is go get your God and bring him to or her to the table and see how we reconcile and remedy the matters as opposed to going to war. Because I'm with the shits. I'm waiting for one nigga ready to pop off. That's how close I am with it. But since everybody is humble in that peace, then we got to carry on. Let's build heaven. But the moment you want to get out of line, the moment you want to become disagreeable, disruptive, insubordinate, anti-life, then we're gonna have to cook that ass. He said somebody said, I wonder, did he mean that literally? You know how God works in mysterious ways, nigga. So you figure it out. So, in your good book, which is called I Like the King, Mr. James the King, it reads and write that we should let our light shine before men. What light, people? How you keep talking about light? What, a flashlight? What, you want me to go get a flashlight or something? A cigarette lighter? Like, what are you talking about? Are you living your life? Not your life, but your life. I know we're all living our life. Y'all got good lives going on. Drive a nice and fine car. You're getting paid. Your checks are going up along with the price rate of things. You know, the price increase. But I'm talking about the spark inside that ignites you with passion and purpose. That's the light we're talking about. That part of you that if you was watching TV and I snuck up behind you and you turned around and be like, yo, what the fuck? Or when somebody was doing this when you was a little kid. Remember they used to put their fingers up in the back of your head? They didn't touch you in order for you to find out that I was back there or that they were back there. Huh? But you knew that, right? Because this energy grid, this electromagnetic field that you are, senses went off. Just like a burglar alarm. You inside your home and somebody touched that front gate outside, your alarm gonna go off. That's the micro of the macro. Same thing. As below, as above. As within, as without, so within. So if you got an alarm wrapped around your house that'll notify you that an intruder is on your premises, then you have the same thing around your body. And just like your car. Yeah, I got an alarm on my car. Go ahead and touch my car if you want. My vehicle, should I say. I don't have a car. Go ahead and touch my vehicle. Go ahead, come in a certain radius of mean harm physically. I ain't gonna give you the distance and the measurements because that's strategic. Never, don't do that. You want people to think that you can feel them coming 36,000 miles away. Check. You might be from another galaxy. I need to know if you coming. Don't let me pull out my goddamn binoculars or my telescope. Yes, indeed. Everyone is born with their own inner light, people. This is the you. This is the energy. This is the cell. This is the nucleus. This is the spark. This is the big. They got you talking about. I don't believe in the Big Bang Theory. Don't you know this is how they sitting behind their desk doing? I don't believe in the flat plane of existence. I believe I'm spinning on a globe. Stupid. If you like one of these, I purchased it for $30. Mahogany wood. It's okay. It empowers its significance. It does the job. That's how I be when I see some of these shit going on in the world too. That's what really made me get it. When the people started wearing masks, I think I brought it around that time. But I had that about 3-4 years. Yeah, went down Redden Terminal in Philadelphia. Everybody had to put masks on. I wasn't covering up my nose and my mouth. I was actually laughing because how stupid we was looking outside with a mask on and there's no polluting around. It was 6 o'clock in the morning, cuz. I don't give a fuck if you was in the Poconos. They had a mask on. Why you blocking out all this fresh air? Then you had another person come to me talking about, yo, why you ain't got your mask on? You know him, you know me. I turn my head on you first, and then I quickly get away from you. I gotta dismiss myself from you before we get into any altercation or any further discussion about this. Because I already know it's not gonna come out good. Because I'm pissed off already. from the gate that people like my mother, y'all got my mother and my loved ones wearing masks out here. Talking about they need to go get a vaccination shot like they was an animal getting ready to get brought by another alien and shit. That's something you do to a dog at the vet in the kennel. They tell him, go down there and get a dog. They tell him, make sure you bring him back so he can get his vaccination. Right? If y'all knew the science and the matter of science of which these people deal in to the degree that I know of, I think it would literally blow your minds. You ever seen the David Chappelle sitcom when the KKK Aryan Nation was having their congregational meeting and Dave Chappelle was a member, but he had his hoodie on. So he went to the Klans meeting and he took his hoodie off. And in the back row, the man's head literally exploded and his brain matter and cells was all over the back of the fucking wall. I'm laughing because I'm explaining it in a harsh degree. You know what I mean? Like this shit, that's what happened, cuz. What do you mean? What happened to that dude's head? His shit literally exploded, bro. Because he seen a black man representing the KKK. That's what would happen if you found out what these people was doing scientifically to you. You'd be mad as fuck. They said it's baby European fetus in some of that. I'm just quoting this. Don't strike my video or anything. I'm just telling you what I heard. Like, I'm not, and again, I'm not saying that this is true. And okay, I will point out that I will say that I'm not sure if this information is true was in the vaccination, but I will speak upon that which can be researched. It ain't like I'm sitting here again bringing something from another galactical space and time. No. This here information is coming right here off this plane of surface. Right. You know? Just like melatonin pills. You got to understand how this process is to be taking place, people. You're gonna need real melanin in order to manufacture melatonin pills. So where do you get it from? How is melanin produced? Only from. Huh? What your light looking like today? Huh? As I've stated, everyone is born with their own inner light. Yet, as I've been making mention of, and to come to find that so many of you, so many of us are disconnected from that thing that really lights up our relationships, our careers, our health, and in our life. So many people disconnected from that source. And this is why it is a gun hole on getting you to worshiping something outside of yourself. In a world where we're constantly pushing happiness over the horizon, our views of what success means is often skewed. Pretty soon, our batteries to our inner flashlight start to wear out. Then, all at once, we can't seem to turn on the switch again. It's easy to lose your light. We know this. We all have had these struggles, you know? But if you look within yourself, do some soul searching, cleaning up, soul healing, speak to every aspect and ailment part of your soul and self, all right? You'll start to recover. I even learned that once we make our lives about helping others, our fears start to dissipate. You know, get into a life of wanting, after I've gotten myself together, doing something for others. I don't care if it's physically, spiritually, or mentally. You know? We have some ideas here before us, or that I want you to consider. You don't need to get in the comment section and answer it to no one or not even me. But what I do want you to do is answer these questions here to yourself. And if you want to take a moment, go ahead and pull out your cell phone and get you a pencil and paper, because there's 4 questions I'm going to ask. And we need to sincerely respond to these questions. I don't need to pass it on. If you want to, that's fine. If you like to first answer them and then look at them, get into a deep meaning, touch with what you've come up with, and you would like to share it with somebody thereafter, that's perfectly fine. But be sure that that individual that you consulting has you in their best interest. And I ain't just talking about you worrying about them going and gossip up around you. No, in their thinking, you see? Because you could tell me, now I ain't gonna say me, but an individual, you know, can hear a certain thing, and if they don't have their best interest for and in you, then they're going to cast a negative spell on you. You see? So this is the whole idea. You know this. This is why indirectly or subconsciously, you really don't like to open up to nobody. Everybody knows this. Because the nigga ain't got me in their best interest. That's why. You're not going to well wish me on to have greater success. You probably going to laugh at me as soon as you get in the car and turn around the corner. That motherfucker said his wife left him. And this kid, that's what the fuck he need. He saw that cheating he was doing on her, and he don't never give her no money. And he was always coming home. Monkey talk. But you want to talk to somebody and confide them with, when they turn that corner, get in the car, they talking about, oh, I'm wishing this individual. Matter of fact, let me pull over for a minute and keep everything quiet and visualize this person being successful, going to school, attaining a business, or doing something that is going to have that nigga call me or her, niggers, whatever, the next day talking about, you know, I want to meet with you again. Oh, I enjoyed that. Yes, it was very pleasurable. Can we meet up tonight over coffee and juice? Oh, fine. You don't like juice? Well, coffee and some dinner. You don't like dinner? Well, whatever. I just need to meet you. Yeah, you said some inspiring things to me, and it was just, I feel so like, no, not tonight. I got to do something else. But in the event that you get this situation, don't get ignorant. Just remember, you put yourself in that predicament. So you're going to have to answer that call too. I ain't say you're going to be running out at every beck and call or anything, because I'll first to tell you, I ain't your goddamn messenger. And I definitely ain't your babysitter. I'm not your sponsor, nor am I a liaison. I don't subscribe to those things. I'm just a kid on the block, kicking the reel. So these questions is, and I'm going to get up out of here, because I got to go do something. It's that day. Knowledge hour. What lit you up as a kid? Write that down. Or put it in the memory bank. What lit you up as a kid, people? I want to welcome every person that come through on social media. Okay, Lady Shea Butter, Dreamy Queen. Yup, Bash Ali. Peace, God. All right. Peace to the goddess. Lady Shea Butter. I appreciate your energy. Definitely. I love the symbolisms. It's just the energy period that we want to fall in love with. I don't need you falling in love with how I look. Because I might switch it up. Now, next week, you're going to hate me because I got on a red hat. I mean, because, no. We need to start falling in love with the energy. This is the part, this is the realness that's carrying us and giving us our strength to move on throughout all time. You got to realize, the people that you're running into in this physical realm is not the first time you have meet up with this type of energy. Yes, the physical, but not the energy inside. Life is like your trash. It got to be recycled every week. But we put it on a different time span. There ain't nothing new under the sun. What you think? We got more new niggas coming in? Like prison, huh? Oh, fresh meat, y'all. Look, somebody come to Earth. Who that? Y'all know who that is. That was that boy. Ain't that? Look, I could say the same way he throwing his hands up. That's the same dude that left here, about 3 months ago? Some of you can incarnate that fast, especially if we get cremated. I heard if you burn the body, you can make your transitioning, okay, from at least in this realm. Not dealing with other dimensions and realms. That's a different whole total mathematics and science. What you deal with on Earth is just like that of Caesar's. When in Rome, you do as the Romans do. Same thing. They got that shit from above. When on Earth, you do as earthly do. So you got to follow the mathematics and the science and the codes of how to get through and to and fro on Earth. It's a game. Lady Shea Butter writes that energy is being used, abused, and needs to stop. Respected. And that's a fact. But I'm not going to comment on that. But definitely, again, energy is being used. I'm being used. This is why I do these streams and on nothing merely but that of being sovereign and taking control and hold of self because of what so much is going on in this day and time. When I seen, I knew before then. But when I seen the performance that of what Travis Scott brought to the table in the paradigm in which we exist in, people, I don't care whatever level you want to look on it as. I'm looking at it on the high grand scale of things, God damn it. That was vicious. That's spirit cooking to me. That's some shit that the witches and the doctors be doing. All from the symbolism of how it was set up. I recognized it from the gate. And then you call it a festival. And we don't have festivals. We have concerts. We have rap concerts. You never went to a Wu-Tang festival. You never went to a Run DMC festival. You've never been to an EPMD festival. We ain't giving out no goddamn food. You get that shit from the concession stand. A festival is that when you're having meals and that of some type of fair and event. Look it up. So when I seen that, what does festival mean?
Festival means a day or period of celebration, typically a religious commemoration.
Right. I mean, like, that's a new definition. But we definitely know that none of what was going on there was anything of a celebration religiously. In fact, I've been told if you played every song, had he got the chance to sing them, but the white boy knew right away, the one on Channel 3 in Philadelphia that gave the news report, when he said he walked in and he heard the song playing, and he said, hey, I felt some kind of way. So I had to do some investigation on that report there. And what I found out that all the songs he's going to sing, if backwards, was I ain't going to talk too much on that, y'all. This shit is crazy. But we're talking about dealing with spirits, man. And that spirit is energy. Energy is spirit. It is light. You're made up of nothing but neutrons, protons, and electrons. Thanks for the update, Lady Shea Butter. So again, we're giving out this energy of peace, loving, and light and prosperity to Bash Ali, Lady Shea Butter. All right. That's all who have come through on the YouTube stream. Am I doing Facebook too? Yeah, I think I'm doing Facebook too. So let me see something. Facebook. How many people come through on here? Nobody here, but of course, you know, you don't have to necessarily pop in on the Facebook airwave. You can watch it from afar, as I call being over. You can be over the radar and stay under the radar. I don't mind. That's how you're supposed to be. That's why I never ask nobody to like my videos. This is not something really pretty much nobody's going to like anyway. So I already knew not to ask you to like it. But I did ask hit the heart button because I figured that if the heart button was hit, I was dealing with a particular and precise and powerful individual, because only the elite can express that of what the heart entails and signifies itself as. Check. So if you can't hit the heart button, then you already know what we're working with. You know what I'm talking about? Like, we're not dumb at this. We're not cash apping me. We don't need cash app. And my love and appreciation goes out to those who wish that and want to cash app me. Really, I've got people who ask me, what's my cash app? There is no, I don't have no cash app. I don't want you paying me for this, people. Just please take it and make yourself greater and push it forward. That's the greatest payment that I can receive. Can you understand that? It's much higher than what they're doing down here on earth. I'm on another level with it. I'm mastering the master of all. King of kings and Lord of lords. what I look like talking about Googling on social media what an individual net worth is. Look, check it out. What is Mariah Carey net worth?
Here's what I found.
$320 million. She is second best-selling female artist of all time, one of the 15 best-selling artists overall. You believe that? Or that's just some information to put there. There's not a nigga over in Congo that got more than $320 million. A Naga? Huh? Second question. Well, first of all, let's go with the first one. What lit you up as a kid? You want to reconnect yourself with that. I don't care if you was playing with Weeble Wobbles. I don't care if you was playing with the Kent doll. Go reconnect your mind. I mean, I don't know if you can get the Kent doll again, but you want to reconnect your mind. And if you're a man of melanin or so-called black, you want to recognize that, first of all, you shouldn't have been playing with Kent. You see, when you reconnect yourself with things that lit you up, you get to go over some things to straighten you out. That got us fucked up, got me fucked up to this point. There's a reason why we want to reconnect to that what lit us as a kid, because I want to grow from that point on in the manner in which I saw for myself at that time. That's what's important. See, because somewhere after you've seen yourself, after you were dealing with what lit you up as a kid, you had to go off and do something else in life that probably more than likely began to cause you a little pain and suffering. I don't know, whether it's to go back to school Monday morning and you got to face the guy that said he was going to beat you up first thing Monday morning or Friday. And you dreaded the whole weekend going back to school. I mean, I don't know. Everybody, it varies. But we want to connect to that which lit us up as a kid. 2, when and where do you feel most alive? Where, when do you feel most alive? This question is important because you're gonna need to know that after you found out that you went to the water down on Schuylkill River on a Saturday, and it made me feel whole and complete, that's not the real element or avenue that is giving me that gratitude. That's just the physical. That's just to build up the physical. See, the water, the running water, is to compromise and complement the organs and your skin around you. They have a symbiotic relationship, especially if you're in your pure state. You don't see your organs and keep in mind, your skin is the biggest organ of you people, in case I'm dumb. And they have a mind of their own. Oh my goodness. Does the human body organs have a mind of its own?
In the dynamic world of information within my body, there is a distinct consciousness in each of my organs. Our organs store memories.
I'm done,
that
y'all.
Also contain information.
I don't want to talk no more.
Talk to us.
They could talk to me. What the fuck she say? She says our organs store memories and also contain information. And you wondering why I'm not reading out of a book and telling you how to be supreme? I've set myself up for this over 2,000 years ago. I got to manifest that what I see and want to bring into fruition. You think I'm Nathaniel because it's something cute and by way of accident is supposed to manifest right now in this day and time? And note that I'm Nathaniel III. There's never been one of them, one of me. There's never been one of them. Look it up. We're supposed to be in the vibration of feeling most alive when we are at peace and in the present moment. That's the only time when you're alive. I don't want to hear we on a plane accident and the plane went down and crashed and everybody tossing and turning. And this dumbass nigga turn around and say, oh, thank God we're alive. Because I'm going to be all fucked up and broke up too. But I'm going to look over and at you and say, man, if you don't shut your dumb ass up. I'm over here. I got a spleen all up in my liver. My spine is poking through my heart. My brain is hanging out the back of my head. I got one eye. All my teeth is missing. And he talking about, thank God we alive. Stewardess. Somebody come get this motherfucker. She fucked up too, huh? Yeah, the plane crashed. And he talking about, thank God we alive. You see the stupidity in which how we deal with people in existence? No, nigga, I would probably be better off if we had not made it. You know what I'm talking about? At least I could be born again into an ample body where I could get me some loving. I'm fucked up right now. Nigga, I don't know if I'm going to make it. They going to put me in a trauma unit. And if I make it, he'll never be able to walk again. He should be paralyzed from the... Lady Shea Butter, peace there. Yeah, I'm just going off with it. Big Dog Philly. Okay. Peace, God. Yeah. Oh man, that's a heartwarming thing to feel. Big Dog Philly coming through. OG. That's definitely a plus right there. Great minds think alike, man. We all over the plane of existence. And there's very few of us, but yet we're very powerful, y'all. And it's the balance of the scale of the weeble and the wobble of this theory of the earth. Y'all know this. So you must continue on being in who you are. There's an equilibrium of balance to it all. And as I said earlier, just like your trash day, there's nothing new under the sun. Hey, your trash get recycled. That's the below concept of souls and spirits, so-called spirits and souls being recycled, born again and again and again. We're nothing but an energetical field of chemistry makeup of all time operating how can I say, multiple times, okay, umpteen times in all existence. And the greater you can see this, the greater you can manifest this, the more wider and expanded it should be. Just like Big Dog Philly, Lady Shea Butter, Sanchez showed a very good jurisdiction of the expansion of how we operate when a pizza man throws his dough up. And when I made pizzas since I was 16 years old, worked for Italians. They taught me how to make a pizza. I entered pizza contests. So I know the idea of expanding that dough, throwing it behind your back. In fact, we practice with a wet rag. Every morning you wake up and you in the shower, what have you, washing your face. Well, the wet rag, if you wring it out properly, can be the significant weight of the dough, 6 ounces. So with that rag, what I would do is spin it. And everybody ain't talking about, yo, come on out the bathroom, Nate. I'm in the bathroom playing with a wet rag, practicing how to spin this dough. And then I will go to work and manifest it in front of Bruno and Tony. And so they entered me into a pizza contest that I won. And a large pizza back in 1980, I think it was 4, with everything on it. Anchovies, green peppers. It wasn't too much of everything, but, you know, you put some anchovies, green peppers, mushrooms, sausage, cheese, sauce, and, you know, a couple other things. Whatever a person like to eat back in those times. I completed that. But now the moral is, like I said, when that dough gets thrown in the air, the idea of what we're doing is expanding it. Lady Shea Butter puts a 2. Oh, the sound. I don't know what's going on with the sound. I'm not Google Tech with this, Lady Shea Butter. So that sound is just going to have to be until I'm going to get better equipment in the not too distant future. So I ain't really concerned about it too much because y'all already know I've already said enough. That's to fill us up and take us on to greater heights. So anything after A, B, and C, it's just extra shit. All right. So if it gets through, it gets through. If not, then oh well. All right. So again, we want to give that energy and that love, that peace, the prosperity, that feeling of prosperity to the names of these beings called Lady Shea Butter, Dreamy Queen, Big Dog Philly. How about Bashir Ali? Right? Bashir Ali was in the house. All right. Okay, Lady Shea Butter. Appreciate the information. So we're not going to be too much longer with this, but I do want to capitalize and end off on this note of this light thing. And I'm going to be continuing throughout the rest of this month and probably the first of the new year about light, because this is what it's all about. That caress or that Christ, this Jesus Christ thing being born on 25th. We talk about a ritual, people. We're not talking about so much of giving presents and dressing in red and black. Okay? Putting toys under the tree and see some kids come down in the morning to rip the packages off that you spent probably how much you spent on that? About $50 on that stuff? For them to rip it all off and you put it in a trash bag and throw it away. Stupid. We got to stop the dumb stuff. I don't mind you celebrating the Christmas and doing that, but you should have put the gifts under there and left them unwrapped. That'd have saved you a $50 or $100 bill. But no, I'm so dumb. I want this individual to keep with the perfect performance of the whole entire ritual of ripping and tearing open the package, not knowing what it means, cursing myself. Thank you, Lady Shea Butter. I appreciate you. Namaste. I wish you and yours well. We'll be further in tune. I'll see you on Sanchez stream and Outcast. All right, Big Dog Philly. Appreciate your come through. Hope all is well with you and yours. Coming this new year. Make sure we eat well, people. Our health is the perfect wealth. If you want the physical to stick around for a minute, it's not going to stay long. It's not intended to be here forever. But if we want to have our indulgence and a little excitement and see people who we love grow into prosperity, then we're going to have to take care of the physical so that it can be around. And your ultimate goal and means at this point probably will be into looking into making your transition from the physical pleasantly and exactly how you will. I'm not leaving here on a oops. Oh, we hate to inform y'all of this person. How it go? I forget how they put it. Unexpected demise or passing. No. When I leave, it's going to be a party. Y'all going to be partying, and I'm going to let you know. I'm going to be checking out at a Pacific time. I've seen it done. I could give receipts. I'm not going to do so, though, at this time. But there is a such thing as self-combustion and other means and avenues or ways for the physical to dissipate from this third dimension. Talking about, oh, he had a heart attack. Oh, they got cancer. You only got 3 to 6 months to live. I can't do that. That'll hurt me for you. That's how much I love you. And this love is not no mushy, mushy thing. So in closing, 2 more questions. The first one was, what lit you up as a kid? The second one was, when and where do you feel most alive? The third one is, when or where do you feel exhausted? Stay away from that. Stay away from those beings. How can you light your spark again? All right? So these are clues pointing us back to our inner light. Once we start exploring again, we can finally start to let go of some of those fears that are holding us back. Then we can start living our light, not a life. I don't have a life to live. I got light. I'm spiritual, people. Y'all say that all the time. And in this way, you'll be able to spread your light, as it says in that Bible, people, for the men to see. You can share it with your friends and your family. All right? So live light. Again, the possession of knowledge, unless occupied by a manifestation and expression in action, is like hoarding of precious metals, a vain and foolish thing. Knowledge, like wealth, is intended for use. USE. All right? The law of use is universal. And he or she who violates it suffers by reason of his or her own conflict. with natural forces. In fact, there's the Hermetic teachings that, while always having been kept secret, locked up in the minds of the fortunate possessors thereof, for reasons which we have already stated, were never intended to be merely stored away and secreted. The law of uses dwelt upon in the teachings, as you may see by reference to the above quotation from the Book of the Kabbalion, which state it forcibly that knowledge without use and expression is a vain thing, bringing no good to its possessor. See? Or to the race. That's the entire beings of people under the title of being human. Beware of mental mirelessness. All right? And express into action that which you have learned. That what you know that is of a higher degree. That what you know that is of more of a sound mind. Study the axioms and the aphorisms, but practice them also. Don't just carry your Bible on Sunday. Bring it into fruition in your character. And this way you'll be like what Jesus said. You'll be doing greater works than me, partner. Ain't none of y'all doing no greater works than Jesus Christ. I said that. Yeah, and I'm saying it in hopes that you step up and make and show me and prove me wrong. So I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Enjoy the rest of my day. I enjoyed it thus far. It's always a pleasure for us to connect together and speak about higher principles, because this is what holds us on for the rest of our state of existence. This is what sets the tone for your state of existence. This is why nobody don't like to be around you. You ain't down to earth. They want an earthly nigga. They want somebody that's down to earth so they can laugh and joke and play with them. Do riddles and tell stories. Deal with mystified systems. Being spooky about shit. Lying, conniving, stealing. Being sneaky. I like them type of niggas. That's why I go to those type of parties. That's why I switch it up sometimes. I get tired of being so on my almighty high cloud. I gotta come down to earth. Enjoy this shit. Might smoke me some bud. Get me a little toot-toot. It's like, nah. I don't toot-toot. I don't toot-toot. I mean, like, it ain't like I've never did. It's just that I can't do that. I don't do that. I've been there, done that. I toot before. Hey, man. It's something. Listen, people. It's nothing but things of substances on the planet for you to have your pleasure in. If you can't handle the motherfucking heat, then get your ass out the kitchen and just don't come in there at all. That's all. That don't mean that it got to go and it ain't for somebody. No. There's plenty of people thriving well that I know of with businesses right now. And every once in a while, they need them a little toot-toot. Don't play with me. I'll show you the real. You wanna talk? Then you talk light, talk right. Or don't talk at all. But one thing for certain, you will not have that bullshit and that foolishness. Like I said, I'm with the shits. We could be gangster, thugged out, all that. But just let me know that's the level in which you intend to go on. Because remember, we got choices. And sometimes I just not be feeling like it on that degree to come down on that monkey dumbass shit, monkey mind level. All right? So people, I want y'all to be great. Continuing on being in yourself. Keep being sovereign. Know what it is that you want in existence. Learn how to work your magic. Magic is nothing but bringing into fruition that of imaginary ideas. All right? You might need a few outside forces to help you out, such as crystals, lighting candles. All right? Some had used voodoo dolls and shit like that back in the day. But the whole point is you want to be able to work your magic. Check. I'm out of here. Be good to yourself and do it on purpose.